So my name is Marungsha Brahma. My friends call me Mars. So like because my name is a little bit difficult to pronounce, so my friends call me Mars. And I am currently working with a startup. I'm also co-founder of startup called LW3. That stands for Logistics on Web3. And we are currently focused on DPP, which is the European regulation that is coming to kick in. So we are currently focused on EV sector majorly, and as we know that EV sector is the supply chain of the EV sector is complex, and it has a lot of stakeholders, right? Uh, so the system that is required for creating DPP for battery components or for the EV components is difficult. Right? It's a complex system. So to go into details, it will be easy for me to explain using the diagrams that I have created, which I will be sharing, right? If that is okay. So as I said, our major focus sector currently is in EV, right? And after a lot of discussion with the stakeholders in the EV industry, what we have come to know is that the requirement for a good system to handle that complex supply chain, the major requirement is the transparency with privacy for the data. Meaning the companies or the EV companies wants to have the data sovereignty. These are some of the major points that we found out while discussing with the stakeholders. One is the data sovereignty and the data permission access for the DPP and data accountability. And as we are working on blockchain, the requirement for high transaction throughput. And for this requirement, what we have found out is that Hydra is very much or the best fit for this kind of system to build upon. But it has some challenges, of course. And these are some of the systems or the competitors that are available currently in the market, built by some of our competitors, like Cardano X and IBM Hyperledger. Some competitors are building it on IBM Hyperledger. Some are building it on Ethereum as well. And to go through the system, I'll provide an overview with a simple supply chain example. Here in this example or the demo I'm going to show, I have taken two supply chain stakeholders. One is EV OEM or the manufacturer of the EV vehicle, and the second one is battery recycler. Right. So we have kept only two supply chain stakeholders for the simplicity purpose. And in the demo, what we are doing is we have tokenized battery, which is in end of life stage, right? That is with the OEM. And that battery is transferred to recycler for the purpose of recycling process, right? And so this is the system overview that I'll be showing the demo on. So here, what is happening is like these batteries are first tokenized according to the DPP requirement. First, the battery is tokenized according to the DPP requirement, and then this is tokenized in layer 1 with CIP68 standard, right? Where we have one user token that resides with the owner or the minter of the battery token, and then there is other token which is locked in the script address, which we call reference token, that has the metadata of the battery. Right. So once the battery is tokenized, the token is then moved to layer 2. both the user token and the reference token for the purpose of doing subsequent update operations. It can be the transfer of the battery from one hand to the another, like from EV OEM to the recycler. The transaction will be done on the layer 2 for real-time purpose. And then similarly, if there are any other event, it can be like transporter handling the movement of the battery. Those events are captured in the layer 2. Those transactions are done in layer 2. So and finally, once the battery is recycled in the plant, it is then the token is then it can be decommitted to the layer 1 for further purpose of like maybe accounting, etc. And in this demo environment, I'll be showing for time and simplicity purpose. I'll be seeing it on showing it on Yaci private node, and I'll have LW3 tokenization platform, and then a custom Yaci explorer with Hydra interaction features, and the Hydra node with 2 participants. And we have 2 Hydra nodes, one for OEM and one for recycler. Right. So, okay, yeah. So I'll now go to the platform. So first, Yaci private node that is currently running. I have already kept it running. Let me share the screen. Okay, so I have Yaci node running here, and I have already the nodes, Hydra nodes for the stakeholders also running. So for that, I will be showing it on the custom explorer that we have built. So this is custom explorer. Currently, I have here 2 nodes running. One is for EV OEM. I'll go through this explorer quickly just to have some overview idea of this. So this is the address of the EV OEM, and this is L1 UTXO. Yes.
Sorry, Marcel, can you just increase a little bit the size of the screen so we can see information? Thank you.
So sure. So let me know if it is fine.
Yeah, that looks better now. Thank you.
So I have 2 stakeholders here, 2 Hydra nodes running. So one is the EV OEM. So its address is this one. And I've already set up this. And these are the L1 UTXOs currently in the private network. And these are some utilities that I use to run the node or close head, etc. I have WebSocket message running here. And this is Hydra UTXO. The UTXO is available on Hydra network for this address. Similarly, I have this recycler Hydra node running. It has this address and it has this L1 UTXOs, and then these are Hydra UTXOs. Currently, nothing is there, but I will start it by committing some UTXOs here, and I'll commit from here as well. So now I have 20 ADA in both accounts in the Hydra network. And these are some of the other tools that I use for quickly running the node, like funding the accounts, clearing the persistent folder, publishing script, etc. Yeah, and I have this tool for recovering the commits which could be submitted on the Hydra node. So this is little about the Hydra Custom Explorer, and I have the LW3 platform here. Yeah. So this is our LW3 platform for EV battery DPP, and I am currently logged in with an admin account, right? So this is a dashboard of like overview of how many batteries I have, what is the compliance rate, what is the average SOH, etc., and carbon footprint calculations on about the distributions and carbon footprint for all the scopes. We have the material traceability data and other details as well. Log. So in our platform to tokenize, we have to go to projects page. Here, I have two projects already. One is EV sample, which I will be using for the demo, and one is Hydra, sorry, handicraft. So for this demo, I'll be going into the projects, and also these projects are kind of, you can think as a compliance modeling, right? Let me show that quickly. So if I try to click on that project, I can name the project, test project, let's say. And then I can select the sector, and then I can select the region for which the compliance will be for. For example, for EU battery DPP, I will select EU region, and then for Indian battery other, I will be selecting India. Yes, I think the screen is right. Sorry.
Thank you very much.
I think okay. Then I can select the blockchain as well, for which I'll be creating this project. So I have already one project created here, that is EV sample. So I'll be going to that. And here you can see the project details again, the project ID, the description, and blockchain. And here, since I'm using Cardano here, so it's showing some details also here, for, like connected, and head is currently already open because as I had shown earlier, it's currently running and the head is open. Yeah, and I have here 3 tabs, right? As you can see, I have 3 tabs. One is for listing the passports, which I have already created. One is for creating the templates. So to create a passport, I will use a template. Right? Template is like a model data. So for example, EV battery, we have a lot of data that needs to be collected, like maybe general information, battery ID, right, battery capacity, etc. And it can have also like supply chain details and like supply chain certifications, etc. So what we do is we first create a template for particular type of product. For let's say 4 kilowatt hour battery, we have a particular template, and we can use that template to create multiple battery DPP, right? Using that template. So I will show you a sample like of this template. So if I go to click, sorry, not this one, this one. So as you can see here, like here, I have a lot of data in general information, right? Manufacturer email, date, battery status, etc., warranty period, and then compliance details. Right? So all those data will be in the template, and it will be easy to create passport using that template. So I will now create one sample passport using the template already available. Then I will select status of the battery. Let's say I will have passport ID with test 101 and battery ID with BAT 101. That's, let's say, 123, and then manufacturing date 24 October. Let me create this one. Okay. So I have here this passport here with the details that I had pulled from the template. It will have the same details from the template. now I can see this passport, how it will look like to the public or end user. So this is the passport page where I have the product name and then passport information like battery ID, passport ID, other details like category status and manufacturer details, and all the other details that the OEM wants to expose to the end user. Right. So we will have some dynamic data as well here that is pulled from the BMS of the battery. BMS means the battery management system. Right. And this is the QR code access, and this QR is pasted on the battery for easy access. I mean, if someone scans this QR code, they will be redirected to this page only. And for the stakeholders like recyclers and all, there will be option to claim the token of this battery. So here, this battery, this passport is not tokenized yet. That's why I don't have any option here. So I will first tokenize this battery and come back to this page. So this is the battery, right? I'll select this battery and then click on tokenize. Right. So I have this token ID now with the policy ID and then the token reference unit, user unit. So I will go back to Cardano Explorer, Custom Explorer, and refresh this. So I can see here there is this token, which is user token. I can click on view transaction details as well. So here I have this user token that is with this address, which is the OEM's address, and this reference token is with the script address. So it is locked in the script address. So I can click on the view metadata details also. So here I have only put in the metadata, this V1 only. The asset name is the passport ID. I can go back to check. So this is the passport ID, that is the asset name. So now this token is minted. This CIP68 token is minted. And if I go back to the admin platform, here, this will turn green once I refresh this. Oh, sorry, this will turn on green when this token will be available in layer 2. So for that, I can activate this. I can activate this token, which means that it will be committed into the layer 2. Right. So I have selected the token and then I will click on activate. So now the token is available in layer 2 for subsequent operations, like updating the battery status or the location, right? Or let's say if the battery changes hands from, let's say, EV OEM to dealer or transporter or maybe the recycler. So all those events will be logged and those transactions will happen on layer 2. So now I will go back to the page where I can see the where the end user will see the passport details. So here, as you can see, I have now two options. One is update passport and claim multiple tokens. Now here it is showing update passport because this account, the account which I am currently logged in with, it is the owner of this this token. So I have another account logged in already for recycler, to which I will claim this token, right? And the token currently resides with the, this is the EV OEM on Hydra. In Hydra, the token resides with the EV OEM, and this will move to the recycler's account. Right. And also I'll show the reference token as well. So if I click on the address, so you can see here two address. I mean, both are same. This is on L1 and this is on Hydra. Earlier, the UTXO was here only, but after the activation of the token, the token was moved to layer 2. So, okay. So next, I'll be showing the claiming of the token, right? So for that, I'll be going into the recyclers account. So yes. So here I have logged in already with the recyclers account, and if you can see, I have already logged in with the recyclers account, and I will be going into the same page. I can claim from here as well, or I can claim from the, no, this is a page to claim the passport by scanning the QR code. I can claim it from here, or I can just get the link. I can get the link of the passport and then claim the passport token from here. So if I click claim passport token, it will trigger the update transaction on backend, and I will be able to see this token. Yeah, now you can see the claim option is not there. I can just simply update the passport with the details that I want to.
Sorry, we have a question from Sharan.
Okay. Yeah, please.
Sorry, it was actually from the earlier part of your presentation, so maybe I can come back to it later. So if you can continue, and I'll ask the question later. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Sorry. So yeah, I can go back to the Explorer, custom Explorer, and see this is the script address. It will be same only, so it will be staying in the same. The reference token will be locked in the same address only. And if I check here, the user token has moved from the EV OEM. So from here, it has moved now to the recycler. Right. And if I see the token metadata in here, in the Hydra UTXO, now it has been changed to version 123. So like that, the flow is happening in the system, right? And similarly, we can do subsequent updates of any event. Like it can be from the BMS, some event that has been triggered, battery management system. Let's say if overcharging happening, or any like some failure is happening. So those events can be captured by updating it on layer 2, and that will happen instantaneously, right? So yeah, now the token currently is with the recycler.
Yes. So my question is about the Mars. By the way, the demo is really good to see end to end by integrating everything available in the Cardano. So it's really a great demo. So the update operation you are doing for metadata, right, which will be in the reference token, I believe. This can be done by any stakeholder, or it can be only done by OEM, or
it can be done by only the one who is having that user token.
Okay, so user token is basically to give access
Yes.
access to. Okay, got it. Thanks.
Okay.
So yeah, Mars, thank you for the demo. It's great to see something end to end. I was just wondering, what is the rationale to use Hydra exactly? Because you say you moved the tokens at some point from L1 to L2, right? So what's the frequency of transactions that you see in the life cycle of a battery? that that Hydra becomes useful here?
Like last part, sorry, I couldn't get the last part. So
what's the frequency of transactions, in the life cycle of the battery that Hydra as a scaling solution needs to be used here instead of just using L1?
Yeah. So as we had discussion with multiple stakeholders, even the regulators of this battery Aadhaar in India. So like what they want is the solution that is capable enough to handle very large number of batteries that will be coming into the country, right? So as per the discussion, he was saying like around like 5 million batteries, like one average EV OEM would be bringing into the market in 1 year. So maybe we can calculate from that point of data that how much TPS it would be like if we have to cater multiple EV manufacturers in this country alone. So yeah, I think am I making sense to the question?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, thanks. And so, sorry, I missed some parts of the presentation. So how many node operators do you have in the head here, in the Hydra head?
In the current example, I have 2 Hydra heads right now, which is running. One is with EV OEM and one is for recycler.
Okay. Okay, makes sense. By the way, I'm Sharan. I'm the product lead for Hydra at IO. It's super interesting to see that you're using Hydra. And so I was just trying to understand the rationale. I'll also talk to you offline as well, set up a call and have some follow-up.
Sure.
I'm sorry, my camera is off. I'm having some issues with my camera.
No problem. Yeah. Thank you.
I have one question. Maybe Sharan is also here. We can, because I have not looked into Hydra recently, but looks like your use case is you move the token to L2, and those data should be always available, right? Because in DPP, one of the criteria is immutable data should be always available. So, are you planning to have like this running Hydra head for let's say next 10 years, right? The same thing without closing this, because how do you make sure the data availability in this layer? Because if you see an alternative solution, because if your only requirement is TPS, it could be also a Web 2 based solution in the backend with some commitment to L1, right? So my question is, how do you make sure the liveness of this particular cluster, Hydra cluster you are building? Yeah, TPS, it will definitely meet the TPS you are targeting. But my question is around that data availability.
Okay. So as part yes, you have pointed out correctly, TPS is one of the requirement. And the other thing which the other DPP solution provider are working on, or the industry is wanting the solution is of this kind. Like one is the data sovereignty. The EV manufacturers or the automobile manufacturers, they do not want the data to be completely available on public, right? So they want some kind of data sovereignty. I mean, in that way that they want to have the control of what data to expose to the public and what to not. But at the same time, it should be in a way that it should be transparent or trustable by the regulators or the ones who are auditing the compliance, right? So for that, they want to have some control over the data, but at the same time, it should be having the merits of those L1 that is providing to the system.
Yeah. So if I understand correctly, so once the token move to L2, it will be there in L2 for forever, or is it going back to L1 again in future?
Yeah, it will be going back to the L1 in future.
Okay.
And the Hydra node will be running there as long as the companies are No, there.
Okay. Thanks. Sharan, probably there's a question for you. So is it possible to run the Hydra node for a longer duration? Let's say, what is there any side effect for that?
No, there's no side effect. It's not that, I mean, we have to see how long it can potentially be run for, but it's been run for several weeks and we've not had issues, right? But of course, we're still at an early stage with the product, and if something comes up related to like the storage limitations or anything, then we can address them as we go. Like, for example, with the midnight glacier drop as well, it was run for a long time and we didn't really have any issues. Or there was an issue which was then fixed. Yeah, so one more question. So, so as more of these EV companies join, I guess they'll spin up their own Hydra node, right, as a part of the head?
Yes.
Okay. So how many companies do you plan to have then participating in the head?
So for the pilot purpose, we are only catering to two, like for simplification purpose. One is the EV OEM as given in the example. One is the OEM, and then the other one is the recycler.
Right, yeah. But going forward, like when you, beyond pilot, when you start scaling, there'll be as many as you want, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We just need to keep in mind that right now there's a bit of a limitation on the Hydra side on that front. Is that clear? Because I'm not sure if it's clear to everybody what this limitation is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Some the limitation of the Hydra nodes that we can connect to.
Yeah, the number of nodes that you can connect to, right? So it's right now it's around 8. We plan to scale it, but right now it's at 8, right? So that would mean that you can't onboard more than 8 participants into this network if you do it the way you've architected it right now. So just something to keep in mind, but we plan to increase that in the future. But again, based on requirements, right? Like if use cases like you need more, then we have to see how to scale.
Got it. So currently I have tested one point.
I'm just wondering, was that limitation clear to you already? Because I don't think it's been very clearly communicated in the past. That's why I ask.
Yeah, I saw some limitation written on the Hydra page, but maybe it was not that clear.
I think it was not clear. It never said 8 explicitly. I've asked the team to clarify that as well. Yeah.
Okay. Recently, like one more thing regarding, I think the 1.0 version, right? That is currently live or available. So we had tried it out. We had some issue with the commitment, the script commitment gets stuck, and when we try to recover the deposit, the commit also that was also not going through. So it was there stuck forever. I mean, that issue we found for the latest version.
Okay. Have you opened an issue for that?
I only queried on the Discord only. Yes.
Okay. No, but did you get a response already? Did somebody clarify?
Not yet. Not
okay.
Yet.
I'll follow up as well. But please create an issue. That's the a source of truth for all the things that need to be addressed. So if you can create an issue, it'll definitely be addressed.
Sure.
I just mentioned this use case as well that you're working on a DPP.
I mean, if we compare this system, we can go and see the Cardano X. Like they want to create a distributed system, but it's not on blockchain. But basically, they are working on this principle only: data sovereignty and permission access, data accountability. But what I believe, like if we have to create any system that is completely trustable, that's on blockchain only. So this Hydra architecture, what we are building, I think that is perfect fit for that purpose only.
I have a quick question. It's not a technical question, and I apologize for the non-technical question, but how do you plan to integrate all of this with the existing infrastructure that the companies have in place?
So what we will be providing to the companies will be kind of a modular solution. It's kind of a module, and we can plug and play to any other system through exposing or ingesting to APIs.
I'm just thinking from a point of view that while the automotive industry is somewhat standardized, there are multiple ERP systems in place already. So will you be creating different APKs for all of those systems, or will you have a set standard route in?
Sorry, SAS ended.
Just a standard one APK to fit all the existing ERP systems to be integrated into.
As of now, like what we believe is like we'll have to, like if the company we have to onboard, we'll have to go with their system only, because we are very small to replace or ask them to modify something in their existing system. So we will have to go with whatever the system they are having right now. But we will be having one kind of generalized API that for talking to the systems in and out.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes, so when it comes to the Hydra head, for what you understood, there you have the manufacturer and you have the recycling company, right? If
Yes.
other stakeholders that are also part of the process would like to join there, or do they need to run also a Hydra head?
Yeah, they need to run the Hydra head, the stakeholders, the EV manufacturer and the recycler. But we are helping them in the pilot, so that this in the initial stage, because it's very new to them, and even like
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So in your demo, I saw the drop down. You had like Cardano, Ethereum, Algorand, and few others I forgot. So
Yes.
do you have implementation for all these blockchains, or those others just will run?
We have only for Algorand, other than Cardano. I mean, initially we started with Algorand only. Yes.
And what was your strategy for Algorand? Similar L2 strategy you had, or it was all L1?
So Algorand is only having L1 for now, at least for now. They say they don't plan to, I mean, as far as I have known them, yeah, it's in L1 only.
L1, okay. So Cardano solution is unique in that way. So we have Hydra. And, okay.
Yes.
By the way, you probably already know, I think LW3 also is part of DPP working group. And we recently started internally. So maybe this could be another solution which we can actually document once you guys are done in one of the solution blueprint.
Sure. Yeah, that should be awesome.
Just another non-technical question. Apologies for this. Whom at Cantona X are you speaking to at the moment, if any?
Whom? Sorry.
At Cantona X, who are setting the battery DPP standards within Europe and US, are you speaking to anyone from their representative offices or committees?
We have not. I mean, as far as I remember, we have not discussed to talk to any representative of Cantona X. Yeah, I mean, we have explored their solutions. Those are available in public domain.
Yeah.
That much. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
And Mars, there is a question there in the chat. So from Sharan, if people would like to reach out to your company, to yourself, what would be the best way for that?
They can reach out to us via email or maybe via Telegram as well. So shall I drop it here on the chat?
Yes, please. That'll be great. Thank you.
Sure. I'll just stop the screen sharing. I'll note this. I'll have to check about the Discord one.
Do you have your Telegram, Mars?
Yes, I have. I'm on Telegram as well.
Also, just remind if could be that the question is not specifically for DPP or Hydra, but anything Cardano. You also have other people here that can answer. So Mars, thank you so much for the great presentation. Thank you everybody also for the contributions, asking questions. That was very insightful to see like end to end how the solution works, especially with the demo. So thank you for preparing that for us, and thank you for participating today in this session with us. So thank you very much, everyone. I wish you a happy Friday and a great weekend, and see you next session. Bye-bye and take care.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.